Okay, one of the little tools that you found in your kit that you got from Upward Bound, if you picked up your supplies, is a little spark plug gapper, okay? I think it even says right on it, the gapper. And it has a bunch of numbers. It even has some on the back, which are millimeter measurements, and these are English units that are done in inches, down to hundredths of an inch. But it's kind of an interesting, actually thousandths of an inch, but it's an interesting thing that in the automotive industry, and this happens with us in the United States all the time. Some things we use metric measurements, some things we use English measurements. With our drinks, you can buy a 12-ounce can of Coke, 12 fluid ounce can, or you can buy a 2-liter bottle. So there's an English unit and then there's a metric unit. But in the spark plug gapper, and you won't use this one a whole lot. Some of the other things that we've used, like changing a spare tire, that's practical. Changing the oil, that's practical, unless you just want to go and have it done. The spark plug gap you're not likely to use as much because a lot of car spark plugs, one, they're not as easy to get to as they used to be, and two, a lot of them come pre-gapped. This one would be more like if you had a lawnmower, a four-wheeler, or a dirt bike, or any of those kind of things, and a lot of you do use those kind of things. So this is a really simple procedure. This is, and I've got a bunch of spark plugs for all the different things I own. When I buy the plug, I write what it goes on. This goes on my Honda XR600. So I mark the boxes in case I need to switch them out, and I keep an extra one handy. And then here's my spark plug. It says, and I can put a link to the website for you on the classroom, on the automotive repair classroom. But this is an NGK spark plug. I use a lot of these for four-wheelers and motorcycles and things like that. It's a good spark plug. And on their website, they'll tell you what the proper gap is for the application that you're using. In this case, the XR600, it said it was 0.035. So if you'll look down close, come on in here, cameraman. If you look down close, you'll see 0.20 or 0.020, 0.030, 0.040. Mine says that it's supposed to be a 0.035. I take my spark plug, and there's a little gap right between the end and the point there. I'm going to stick it right in here and slide it, and then I start to slide it around the gapper. You'll notice mine stops at like 0.29. So that's not right. The gap that this particular motorcycle calls for is 0.35. So the gap's not right. I need to get it all the way around to that line right between the 0.030 and the 0.040 so I can have 0.035. So what I do is I just work this around the gapper until I get right there to the 0.035, and now my spark plug gap is right. So it's a little bit more space, and that provides a different size spark. So if you're not sure what your application is, and there's no way I can just announce all those, you can just get online real easily. Type in whatever it is you're looking for. I did that for the XR600. Quickly found a website that gave the recommended gap. In fact, I used it from NGK's website, the spark plug company, and they had a table that was set up to do that. But if you're doing a lawnmower, a four-wheeler, dirt bike, whatever the case may be, now you've got a little tool so that you can set the proper spark plug gap. Thanks.